So I just want to compare the shape and sizing of the Carret Determination safety boot with two other pairs of barefoot style shoes and then a non-barefoot style shoe over here on the left. Determination safety boot, size 9. Zero Scrambler lows, size 9.5. Advances Power V2s, size 9.5. And then Brooks running shoes, I don't know the exact model, I forget, size 10s. And I think that's an important key. That is a size 10, 9.5, 9.5, 9. So with the Carret, you're going to get the same general shape as other barefoot shoes. You got your wide toe box. You can see that they are shaped almost identical, which this is why I wanted to get a pair of barefoot style shoes for work, because my feet were getting used to these. That's a powerlifting shoe, so I use that in the gym. And then this is a hiking shoe. I got it as a general shoe, just an everyday wear shoe. So my feet were starting to adapt to these. So when I would go to work, my non-barefoot work boots were really starting to bother me. You can see the layout of this shoe and the shape of it. It's practically identical to my other barefoot shoes. Now take a non-barefoot shoe. You see that pointed toe. It's going to curve the outside of your foot in. It's going to curve in that big toe. Now this is going to be wider than if I were to have a 9.5, but with shoes like these, I have to size up. I just don't have the room. If I line up where the back of that foot is, well, that is my Carret. If I line up where the back of that is, you can see how it cuts in the toe. So if I take my foot and I'm within the footprint of the Carret safety boot, I can space my toes out. I'm spreading my toes inside my sock, and I'm still within the footprint of that shoe. I'm still within that footprint. If I go over to the Brooks, so you can see, if I space my toes out, it's cutting off. So this shoe forces my feet to match that unnatural shape. This, I line my heel up, I can space my toes out. Now, if you are familiar with either Zero or Advances, just to give you another idea of what you're getting with the insole, this is a relatively squishy insole. The actual shoe is very, very hard rubber. You do get a little bit of cushion. Actually, that's the shoe that has the insole in it. This is a shoe without the insole. So without the insole, there is practically zero padding inside that shoe. So without the insole in it, you are walking right on rubber. You're walking practically right on that hard rubber. I know with a lot of people with barefoot shoes, they take the insoles out and get rid of them. I think you're going to want it with the Carrets. On Reddit, I've seen reviews, or I've read reviews where people have said that they replace their insoles. That's to be determined for me. But that is a relatively squishy, thick insole. It's much thicker than what you would get from a Zero insole. It does have more cushion than a Zero insole. And then the Advances it's practically not even an insole. But that's just the style of that shoe. That is a powerlifting shoe, so you don't want much padding in it. Just walking around a little bit that I've done since yesterday when I got the boot, this does feel comfortable. I'm curious to see how it feels after 8 hours or so on my feet Monday morning. I'll report back then. But just wanted to give you an idea of the layout and the shape of these shoes compared to other barefoot shoes. Extremely similar. So if you're used to barefoot shoes, if you like the shape and size of barefoot shoes, that is exactly what you're going to get out of these boots.